afternoon, and good evening to all you great people out there. I thank you for joining me today. And please watch my videos to the end. I will highly appreciate it. Today we're going to talk a little bit about a message that the standard bearer of the CPP made a few days ago. I was very impressed with his comments and his statements, and also appointing his vice standard bearer, Councillor Charlene Bromskin, as his representative to meet various political parties or those who are going in for the runoff. And the reason I'm saying this is because Mr. Cummings is a very smart man. We all know that. A lot of people said wait for 2029, all right? He's very smart. He knows exactly what he wants. He knows exactly what the Liberian people needs. He knows exactly what to do to uplift the lives of our people from poverty, abject poverty. He knows exactly what to do to make people happy, because if you can sustain yourself by having a job or working on an agricultural field, doing tourism and better education, good health care, good road system, I bet our people would be definitely happy. Because what I noticed about Liberians, we are very, very easy to satisfy. We're so easy. The little thing you do for a Liberian, they are very appreciative of it. And they can give you the word for the little you do for them. So I just want to show you, this is the clip of his message to the Liberian people, urging us to be calm and collected, not to be violent, and to give the process the chance. Because as he said in his message, they are working on finding out what really transpired during the elections. And I too am eager to know what happened. Why will he get less than 2% of the votes when actually he won 6 seats in the House of Representatives? His party won six seats in the House of Representatives, but he got less than 2% of the vote. So I want to know, and I bet everyone else would like to know. Even those within the CDC and the UP would like to know if the elections were truly free, fair, and transparent. Because if we don't nip it now in the behind, guess what could happen? That means every elections that we have in the future will be what? Marred with corruption, with non-transparency. It will be unfair. And we don't want that. And I must get a kudos to Mr. George Weah, because we realized when Ellen Johnson Sirleaf became president, Ulimo Unmill was in Monrovia and in Liberia helping out. There were so much money poured into Liberia, billions of dollars, and they had enough or more than enough to actually do the elections, to stage it, and it went on. But during George Weah's time, the government, what they have, that's what he's using. What was sent in by other countries and help, that's what he used. And the election, even though it had its own shortcomings, but at least we had an election. So I must say thanks to Mr. Weah for the job that he did by giving the money that the Elections Commission needed. And now they're going for a runoff. And I'm sure the government, I read that the government have already made available certain amount of money to be able to go ahead with the runoff. So that's a good thing. But in the same light, I fully believe that the two political parties that are leading don't really have Liberians at heart. I could be wrong. So what they need to do is whoever wins the elections, I want you to do what you promised to do to the fellow Liberian people. Even though I've now heard a lot from the CDC, the UP say arise, but I've not heard a lot from them what they will really do, and what didn't they do in 12 years, and what didn't they do in 6 years is yet to be seen. So without any further ado, I would like to show you the message given by Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings of the collaborating political parties
is to protect and preserve the integrity of our elections and the health of our cherished democracy. And it is significant to note that the timing of the runoff already falls outside the constitutional guideposts for the electoral process. We have therefore set up a team of 5 persons to engage in meaningful discussions with the 2 parties going into the runoff to inform our final decision as to who to support. The CPP team is chaired by Councillor Charlene M. Blumskin, who is joined by a vice chair of the Liberty Party, 2 leaders of the Alternative National Congress, and the head of our campaign. These discussions are very, very important to us and to the Liberian people. We promised the Liberian people that we would work to change the system to benefit all Liberians, to change the system to benefit all Liberians. Although the announced results, which we are investigating, do not give us the power to directly drive the real change agenda, we know that with our commitments to systemic change in how we have repeatedly governed ourselves, we would simply play musical only to keep doing the same things over and over without any improvements to the lives of our people or how we should be managing ourselves. We refuse to be a partner in keeping our people poor, our nation divided, and our governing system corrupt. We refuse to be a partner in keeping our people poor, our nation divided, and our governing system corrupt. Therefore, we have asked our team to place the following items on the agenda for discussions with the 2 parties. In no particular order, they include, but may not be limited to, commitment to gender equality. We must prioritize the passage of the minimum 30% law for women participation and membership in the legislature. We must also seek the appointment of women to the cabinet with a view to achieving at least 40% inclusion of women in the cabinet. Commitment to establish a national youth service program to address improving social cohesion, empowerment, employability, and civic duties of our youth. Commitment to provide preferential loans and business development support programs to Liberian entrepreneurs, especially with focus on women and youth. Commitment to establish a war and economic crimes court. We must end the culture of impunity in our country and seriously seek to reconcile and unite our people under the rule of law. Commitment to undertake a review of the Liberian Constitution towards strengthening democratic governance and the unity of Liberians under the law. Commitment to judicial reform. We must improve access and affordability to justice, seek a review of lengthy litigations merely on procedural grounds, establish a claims court, and take steps to improve and strengthen the independence of the judiciary, as well as the capacity of investigatory agencies. commitment to decentralized public administration. We will not sustainably develop Liberia until we ensure the provision of basic service delivery to Liberians across Liberia. Monrovia is not Liberia. Commitment to continuous audits with a view toward implementing recommendations therein, as well as the strengthening of internal audit systems across ministries, agencies, and public institutions, enforcing the declaration of assets, and auditing the legislature. Auditing the legislature. Commitment to simplify the tax code and rules and regulations for establishing businesses. To make it business friendly, we must make Liberia business friendly and accommodating to Liberian entrepreneurs. We make no apologies that Liberians must disproportionately benefit from their country. Commitment to end drug peddling and trafficking. Nothing is threatening Liberia's future more than a drug epidemic. Commitment to electoral reform to avoid the repeat of electoral fraud. Commitment to religious tolerance to ensure an inclusive Liberia. In summary, we want our change agenda to drive our decision. We therefore request that the parties who seek our support in the second round of elections commit to our vision for a Liberia, for a better Liberia, and our agenda for real change, and to sign with the Liberian people that they will commit to fundamentally changing politics as usual for the benefit of all Liberians. May God continue to bless our nation, and may Liberians be peaceful as they go to this runoff, and may God bless you and our country. I thank you.
Now you just heard Mr. Cummings, the statement that he made. They form our little group that will go and meet these two political parties. I realized that Mr. Cummings has already met Mr. Boykai and met Mr. Weah. Whatever they discussed, we don't know, but we hope that it was in the right direction, and also to change the trajectory of the leadership of Liberia. And he also gave some pointers actually to help spearhead the country in a way that it should go, so that all Liberians can be happy and can be pleased and satisfied with the leader that they chose. So thank you so much for watching. I want to say to my subscribers, thank you for returning. Thank you for your consistency. And those of you who have not subscribed, could you please do so? Please hit the like button, the like, share, and also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when a video comes out. So I want to say thank you, God bless you, and God bless the Republic of Liberia.